Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And thank you to those of you that are new for popping in. Thank you to those that are coming back and who subscribed. So I got some new subscribers, so that's really exciting. So thanks guys, I really appreciate it. All right, so in today's video, we're doing a cash stuffing. Woo! Everybody loves those, so we'll be doing my unstuffing of my wallet to see how much we spent this pay period. Oh, this pay period was a long one. It was 21 days between pay periods, which is 3 weeks instead of normally 2 weeks because, like I mentioned in my last video, they switched our pay to, instead of being bi-monthly, it's now bi-weekly. So, but good news is I got 3 paychecks in December. So without further ado, let's get into it. We'll unstuff my Filofax wallet. But yeah. Okay. So, doopy-doopy-doo. All right. We have groceries, which is completely empty. I spent everything in here and I even actually went over budget. Wah, wah. By $12, but I was actually able to compensate for that $12 because my dad gave me some cash, so I was able to make it balance out to zero. But yes, it did go to negative 12. Gas, we still have $30. So I had a week off from work. I had a vacation week. So I didn't go anywhere during that week. I was a good little human being, and as per our government, they're like, stay home, don't go anywhere if you don't have to. So I did. I stayed home. So we have $30 there. This will go into my, what did I call that? Like my overflow slash like sinking funds for other areas. So this will go towards that. We'll just set that off to the side. So gas, I had 30 left. Fun, I had nothing. So something I want to disclose and let you guys know is that I actually do the Budget Mom. I signed up for her 2020 challenges, and with December, well, with every month, you actually pull from your variable spending. So you can see here, there's challenge, Netflix, challenge, and then I spent something with David's Tea. But yeah, so these I pull money out from the challenge, and I did that every single, what was the challenge this past month? It was every day you had to pull a certain amount of money out of your envelopes. So there was a lot of challenge money being pulled out. As you can see, like challenge. There was a lot. So I actually did not spend a lot of money. Out of my money in these envelopes, I set aside $165 into savings. So even though you're like, Beck, you spent a lot of money. No, I didn't. I put it in savings. So that is part of, I'm actually going to take these envelopes out because I do have to clean the back of them as well. So we're going to put, nope, yes, gas budget. So I'm going to put that with that. And then so fun, nothing in there. Household, I had $2, but then I pulled out for the challenge, Budget Mom's Challenge today, December 4th. Pulled out some money from there, so had no money left over. Personal, no money left over there. Clothing, we have $5. So I'll set that aside. I didn't spend anything in clothing here. I spent on Netflix and the challenge. So, but we have $5 left over. Pets, we have $10 left over. So, and I also used some of it for the challenge this month with the Budget Mom. So I had $12 and then I did 2. So we have $10 left. Miscellaneous, we have nothing. Spending, we have nothing. This, I don't know what happened here in regards to the smudginess. It seems to be transferring onto the front of these guys. So I'm a little bit confused, and I let it dry. Like this was dry, but it seems to be smudging. They're all doing that a little bit, and I'm like, I wonder why that is. So We'll see if it happens again this next month. And then dining out, I had nothing. I used it for Netflix and David's tea. I didn't pre-plan. So the reason that you're seeing Netflix on these ones is because I didn't actually pre-plan to pay for Netflix for another month. So I had to pull it out of my variable envelopes, and because I have 10 envelopes, I pulled $1 out of each one, equaling the $9.99. So there's $1 from every single one paid for my Netflix, which, you know what? If I have the money, then it works out. And then we have put onto MasterCard. So this guy, because of the pandemic going on, I actually used my credit card to pay for all my shopping. So that means if I use an envelope, miscellaneous, I spend $5, I pull it out of here because I swiped my card and I put it into here. And then all this money is actually from my MasterCard. And then when I get paid, I just transfer cash over to my MasterCard and I reutilize the money in this envelope so that I'm the only one touching this money. So it's all clean, it's been sanitized weeks ago, so I feel safe with having this money. And then whatever happens, if I have too much money, I'll put some back into the account or I'll just hold on to it until the next pay. This is for like the coins, so any coins that I have, this is for the bills. And then I track it on the back. So I spent $422 on my last paycheck. So then I had to put that onto my MasterCard. And then I actually went over a little bit from here. I didn't want to erase it. So I have a paper copy and wrote down some more. So I spent $465 for my spending, I guess. So that went onto my credit card. And then I started all fresh. So, Christmas items, my December challenge for the budget mom. And then, so with Canadians, we have loonies and toonies. So they actually go into this little back sleeve here. So I put all the loony toonies in here, and I don't have any like smaller change than that. I don't have pennies, nickels, or dimes. Canadians, we don't have pennies anymore, but I don't have any nickels, quarters, or dimes. So I don't have to worry about that because I round up my money. So yeah, and then I got some coupons for later maybe. Okay, so I believe that was everything in here. All of those were zero, so we'll set this aside for a minute and we'll reallocate our funds that we can roll over. So here's my little rollover binder. Okay. Oh, we need a pen. All right. So for gas, I'm missing, oh, no, right in front of me. I was like, where did they go? So for gas, I have $30 left over. So I have nothing in food, nothing for Costco. So gas rollover. So I have two categories that I can roll it into. I have gas, and I also have a new car. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did last time. I kind of like to divide it. So I'm actually going to put 15 into gas rollover. And I'm going to put the other 15 into new car. So let's fill out the trackers real quick. So December, smooth this over a bit. December 4th rollover. We have 15, giving us 30. That's pretty good. So something I can do with this cash is if, depending on what happens this summer, I can put it towards maybe like a day trip somewhere to the mountains or to a trip along the coast, or pretty much extra gas for trips, or because it is winter and I have a remote start, I like to get my car warm before I go to work or before I come home. But it's actually been really nice out lately, so I haven't had to use it. I do use it in the morning because my car does get frost on it. But I also can park in the garage if I want to. But so I park it in there depending on what time I go to work in the morning, because it'll be all frosted. So 15, giving us 25. Okay, so we allocated that. And now we have, I believe pets is before clothing. So we have pets. So flip through here for the pets. We have $10 left over. So this is gonna go into pets. So pets, what this pets is it's a, for grooming, food, toys, treats, poo bags, and dishes. So this will probably go for dog food. She's gonna need some dog food in the next little while here. With having one dog, the dog food lasts a lot longer, that's for sure. So rollover, we have $10. $10, we got 58. Okay. So pets is done. Now we have clothing. So clothing has its own envelope. I don't believe, yeah, no, clothing is clothing. So there's no other categories for this. So we have $5 left over. Let's go ahead and put it in here. So December 4th, rollover. Oops. 5. I'll put a plus there. We got $5. Woo. Luckily, I don't need anything right now. So this will be okay. Worst case scenario, I can always use my variable spending. As long as I get the cash from somewhere. Okay, so these are done. So this guy is done. Yeah, I've got a lot of rollover. So I was thinking about this question. Nobody asked it, but I was thinking about this question. So, hey Beck, why do you have your variable spending and then you put it into here and then you divide it even further? Why not just roll it over in here, or just have like the exact folders in here from your variable spending? Well, the reason behind that is because I like specificity in regards to where I put my money. Tell your money where to go today so you don't wonder where it went tomorrow. I honestly can say that before I found this process, my money would slip through my fingers like water or sand. It would just be gone. And I was like, what? So I found the best method to my madness is to have specific savings for each item so that I don't just spend it on willy-nilly things. So, for example, when it comes to my personal envelope, I actually have 4 categories. I have personal, I have haircut, I have vision, and I have dentist. So if I were just to throw it into here, personal for me is like, I didn't actually write on the back what it means, but to me it means like feminine products, like personal things, like I can't think of anything else, but usually I would use this for like feminine products. Whereas like haircut, I'm gonna need a haircut, so I want to allocate a certain amount that I need, and this usually costs about 60 bucks with tip. And then vision, well, this one's every year, so I need to make sure that I have a certain amount put away to be able to purchase my contacts or get new glasses. Because yes, I am blind as a bat. And then dentist is for dentist visits if I have to pay out of pocket. It just helps me to allocate my money for specific things instead of just generalizing it. That's how it works for me. Maybe you're like, yeah, that's too much. That's fine. This works for me in the meantime, but maybe down the line it might change. I might not like it. It might not be for me, but in this time place, it seems to work. So, okay. So now we're gonna stuff my variable spending, but I do need to clean the back of the trackers first. So I will give a little time lapse while cleaning these guys off. So now that I've wiped them all down and got them clean, if you're wondering what I used rubbing alcohol, but I had it in this little Listerine bottle. Okay, now that we have that all done, yay, that took quite a while actually. We're gonna go ahead and put them back into the my wallet. Actually, why don't we stuff them before we throw them back into my wallet? Okay, and then we can maybe put them in there as we go. So this doesn't apply anymore. It'll go in the wallet after. I haven't spent anything yet, so I'll throw it in there in a minute. Okay, so time to get on to the stuffing, what you're actually here for. So groceries today is going to be getting $100. So we have a 50. Oh, and something else I want to talk about. So this little cash holder, if you will, I made it out of like cardstock, and it goes into my cash box. It sits in the bottom so that my bills can be separated. I'll show you here. Hopefully this won't be too noisy. So this is my cash box that I use for conventions when I go and sell at conventions. So it actually sits on the bottom there, and the bills sit in to the little pockets, if you will. This money is for my buffer. So once we're done doing our stuffing of the envelopes, this money will go back into those little pockets, if you will. Just so it's nicely organized in there. Because my money was going everywhere last time I did a stuffing, I was like, I'll just use this in the meantime. Anyways, I digress. We have $100 for groceries. So we have 150, we have two 20s, and we have a 10. I had somebody comment on my last video. Thank you for your comments. And they're like, is it just me, or does Canadian money look like it's plastic? It is plastic. So, and it's also rippable, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the words. It's also unterrible. It's not terrible. So you can try and rip it. And you're like, oh my God, you're trying to rip a 50? Yeah, I'm making my point. But you can't rip it. So if your money ends up in the wash, it's totally fine. You can't tear it or rip it, unlike American dollars. So I have a couple bills, so I can kind of show you the difference between an American dollar and like Canadian bills. I'll probably do that a little bit later once I get into my sinking funds. But we have $50, $70, $90, $100 for groceries. Also, if you're wondering where I got my envelopes from, they're from Millennial Planning. I bought them from her store. Okay, so time to fill out the tracker yet again. Make sure I write down the right date. So the amount total is $100. 100, and this will last me for 2 weeks. Okay, so for gas we are doing 70 today. So it gets 2 20s, 2 10s, and 2 5s. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. Are you guys all done your Christmas shopping? You all good to go? I had done a little bit of shopping yesterday, but I think I'm pretty well done. So that's really exciting. I just have to now wrap the gifts. So fun, it will be getting a whole $10. Woo. Oh, something I actually wanted to mention is that last month I was on a no spend November. I did really well, guys. I did such a good job. I am very proud of myself. So to me, a no spend November means that you are not spending anything out of your envelopes in regards to eating out or buying coffee. So I did it once. I did it once as like a halfway point to be like, good job, Beck. You did it. You didn't spend any money. So I bought myself a coffee and a donut halfway through. I was like, okay, you gotta like just a little treat yourself. So I did that. But I also did have the Monopoly pieces where you do get free food, where you get fries, a cheeseburger, or like a coffee. So I had a bunch of those that I used, but I didn't spend any money, so it worked out. Okay, so for household, it gets a 20, which is 120. But that was exciting. And the other thing too is with the challenge with the budget mom this past month, there was a lot of money that I had to save. Like I had to save $165 all said and done. Oops, I didn't write the tracker on that. I had to save $165 out of all my spending. So to have a no spend November really helped, so that I wasn't spending any money that I didn't need to, so I could actually be able to do the challenge. And this month's challenge is, I think about half that is what I've been told. So, but I want to save as much as possible because it's the end of the year, and a couple months I didn't actually do very well, so I want to kind of like go out with a bang. Okay, so with personal, we're getting 15. I'm going to have to, on the back of my rollovers, I'm going to have to put in some details as to what each category kind of entails for what I like to spend it on. Because I did it for some of them, but not all of them. You said 15, right? I'm too busy talking, not paying attention. What did I just put in there, Sonny? Okay, so for clothing, it gets 20. And I believe that is just an actual, oh, nope. I lied. It is, hold on, nope. What am I doing? Clothing? It is a 20. Clothing. It's a 20. So then personal, did I put, nope, personal is good. See, there's a bunch of 15s and 20s on my list, so I'm like, wait, what? Which one? What? So, getting a little confused. So we had 20. There was something else I was going to tell you guys, but I can't remember now, unless I already chatted about it. Okay, so for pets, we have 25. So this one will be for dog food. So I believe it was a 20 and a 5. The other thing too is I did try and plump up these envelopes a little bit so that when it comes to spending the money for its purpose, that I actually have some left over to A, to use the challenge, and B, to actually spend if I need to. So I tried to kind of give these a little bit more money. 25. And then miscellaneous has 15, which is a 10 and a 5. I was watching another channel, a stuffing video from another channel, and the person doing the video was like, I don't understand how people put their smaller bills in the front. And it made me giggle. And then I was like, oh, is that a thing? Are you not supposed to do that? So I'm like, oh, I guess I'll put my my bigger bills in the front. Because I think a few times I put the smaller ones in the back in my first stuffing. I'll put the big ones in the front. I promise. Okay, so for spending, we're getting 15. So with the challenge this month, I can't remember if I mentioned this, but with the Budget Moms Challenge this month, you have to put money away every day. So you pull from your envelopes every day with regards to the numbers allocated. So I'm being very vague when I'm talking about the Budget Mom. Yes, but if you guys would like to participate in her challenges, she does have 2021 challenges up for sale. It's $10 American. I believe it's still on sale. Yes, it's $10. So if you check out her website, it's under courses, and you can purchase it there. So I'm doing the 2020 challenges I did it all year, and that's going to be a video that's going to be coming at the end of the month, beginning of January, as I'll be doing my 2020 savings challenges reveal to how much I actually saved, and we'll be pulling the money out of those envelopes from those savings. So I'm really interested to see what I was actually able to save all year long doing her challenges. So that's really exciting. Okay, dining out gets 20. 20? I gave myself 20 for this? Really? Huh. I thought I would have given myself less. Oh well, that's a-okay with me. Okay, so $20 for dining out. Something with doing budget by paycheck and using cash for spending. Oh my Lanta. You seriously see how quickly your money flies out of your fingers when you eat out all the time. Like, wow. It's absolutely crazy how long this money does not last when you eat out. Because, like, I try and eat out cheap as possible, and before they raised their prices, McDonald's, like, $5 meal deals was, like, $5.25. So, really, I could get 4 eating out meals, well, 3 point whatever, eating out meals with $20. That's only 4. That's, like, 4 days meals worth. Like, that doesn't go far at all. So, they upped their prices to 6 something, so I could only get 3 meals. But if you want a coffee on top of that, because I use my dining out for coffee, for anything relating to restaurants, this is where it comes from. So my fun envelope is for like amusement in regards to movies, that type of thing. But this is for dining out and coffee. So this doesn't last long, especially if you get $2 coffees or if you go to Starbucks. I'm not really a Starbucks person. So my money does go a little bit longer if I do get coffee from like Tim Hortons or McDonald's. And I round up, it's about $1.80 something. But I round up, so it's $2 a pop. Or $2 a coffee. So it doesn't really last long. It does not last long at all. So, but that no spend November really helped get me back on track. Okay. So there we have it for my variable envelopes. They're all stuffed, ready to go for the next 2 weeks. Again, I will be doing the Budget Moms Challenge, so I'll be pulling money out of these envelopes to save and put away. And I'm gonna try not to be spendy and spend my money. So gonna try and save and save and save and save. We're done our variables for now, but we do have to do our sinking funds. Okay, sinking funds time. So I have some accounts that are online. I did already transfer the money over when I got paid. Okay, so for December, actually I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit here. Okay, so December 4th, we have savings. And this is my car insurance. I put a little bit away every pay period so that I don't have to do a lump sum. It's very nice for sinking funds and not having to worry about, oh no, I need like $900 tomorrow for my insurance. So I pay my insurance yearly, and so it's due in June, so June 30th. And 45, so we have 600, and where's my calculator? I can't do math. So we have 615. Not too bad. Yeah, total goal 1020 minimum. Okay, so for glasses personal, so my goal was $600 in this account. We reached that goal, so I don't have to worry about that. This is for me to get some new glasses, but because of the pandemic, I'm just holding off on that. So for car maintenance, we put $50 away today. December 4th, savings. So we have 800. And because I'm not driving around as much, and I'm not putting wear and tear on my car, I actually haven't gotten an oil change since the end of August or beginning of September. So we have what? September, October, November, and we're at the beginning of December. So 4 months. I haven't had an oil change in 4 months. That's actually pretty good, and it's $100 a pop. Can't complain. So I'm slowly saving up, and nothing, knock on wood, nothing has happened to my car where it's like, excuse me, ma'am? Yeah, I'm breaking down, so you gotta fix me. Nothing like that has happened yet. So I'm just, my car is 18 years old, so it was purchased brand new, and it's only been ever in my family. So it was bought off the lot. My dad bought it for me as a graduation gift, and then I've been driving it ever since. So pets, we have another $50 into savings. So this one is for her vet visits. We have 350 now. Emergency, I didn't transfer anything into my emergency because my goal was 2,000, so I hit that already. I am gonna start slowly saving in this account again. $5 here, $5 there, just to help kind of sublimate it a little bit, to kind of bump it up over time. But we're at 2,000, which I'm happy with for now. Overflow. So my overflow is for my online accounts. I accrued interest at the end of the month, but not only that, I had some change left over from my whole budget. So there's a little bit left over. So the end tally was actually $2.18. So that actually brings my total up to $10.29. So this money will be used in case like I'm a little bit short or I need like a 5. So if I do my math on my budget and it's like, oh, you need $225. It's like, I can't pull out 5s from my bank, and I don't go to a teller. So I would have to round up or round down. So this would help me to round up. So I would take $5 out of here and then just hold on to it into my buffer, which is my cash box for future. But yeah, we're at $10.29, which is great. My tax-free savings account, I didn't put anything into there. And then we have my points. So what this is through my bank, you collect points, and if you spend money in the store, you get points. And if you spend gas money and use your card, you get points. Let's see what we did for spending and what amount of points that we accrued in the past 3 weeks. So the update, by the looks of it, we are now at 338,096. So what that means is I now have $338. So I went up $10 from any spending that I've done in these past 2 weeks, which actually wasn't a lot, considering a lot of my money went to the challenge for the month. So that's not bad. So I can actually redeem this money for groceries or anything in store. So that's not too bad. $10 in the past 3 weeks. Not too shabby. Okay, so now we're getting into our sinking fund. So the buffer, I put in $10 because my goal is $100 for this. So we actually reached our goal. And the buffer gets one $10 bill. So that'll go into my cash box. And oh, I guess I should probably zoom out now. So with the cash box, the money goes into here, and this is just like a float, so that if I need to make change, I can make change from my bills to break it. Because with the budget mom, you might have to save $4 And as you guys can see in my wallet, I only have bills. I don't have any change in there. So I can change out one of the 5s for some loonies and toonies. So just swap it out. So for my box, it will be getting a $10 bill. So right now it doesn't have any 10s. So it has 1 10. And again, this little holder will be going back in here and that money will sit in that little folder. Okay. So we got our $100 again. Yay! Well, again, I don't think we ever had $100. Nope. But we made our $100 goal. So next we have New Year's. So this guy is getting $10, which is 110. I would eventually like to do a money swapping video where I switch out my smaller bills for bigger bills, but I kind of have to do that as I go before the videos so that I actually make sure that I have enough money on hand to do these videos, because I utilize the cash that I have on hand. So I kind of do it outside of the video, but depending on how much money I get with these guys, maybe I'll do like a quick video before stuffing my envelope so you guys actually can see. Okay, so for Ashley's birthday, she is getting $5. Her birthday is in March. But I'm going to start saving up for that now, because a lot of these I was actually only supposed to start in January. But because I have the funds now, because I fully funded Christmas, spoiler alert, and New Year's is my current goal. Everything else wasn't supposed to be started to January, but I'm like, why not start it now? Okay, so savings. She gets a 5, giving it a 5. So whether we do something for like dinner for her or not, we'll see when the time comes, because the world right now. Calgary Comic-Con is getting $7 today. $7. Balance is 7. Oops. Huh. So my goal is 800. I have 430 in there right now. So I actually want to put the proper balance in here. See, this is the first time that I've done this envelope, so I'm like, wait, what? So I actually have $437 now. So, and yes, the cash is actually in here. So everything's in here right now. Okay, so $7. So we get 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. And the other thing too is with the cash stuffings, the change or the coins in here will start to get really bulky, so I'll need to switch them out anyways. So that might be a video. I'm hoping so, but we'll see. Okay, so for birthdays, it gets a 5. Giving us 15. December 4th. 15. Next we have gifts. Gifts has nothing. What did I say? 5? Yeah. 5, so it gives us 5. I'm gonna zoom in again a little bit. There we go. Okay, so 5. So this has nothing in it. Okay, so Otafest, this is a convention that I'm gonna attend as a floor walker. This guy gets $5 as well. December 4th. So now I have 405. Every little bit helps. So whether this this convention is going to happen or not, it's supposed to happen in May. But my friend is like, yeah, right, that won't be happening. So I don't have to fund this fully yet. Next we have is Father's Day, which is getting 5 as well. So once these get a little bit closer, I'm going to focus solely on so many at a time. But right now I have the extra funds to be able to put into a lot of these because because it's early, right? So Strata and Art Walk will be getting, it doesn't get anything. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, actually we'll be getting 5. So now I need to get a new one of these sheets. I don't have one handy, but I'll swap it out next video. So we'll do a little boop, 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 boop. December 4th. Savings. 5, wait, is it 5? It is 5. 5. Therefore we have 5 again. I spent a little bit too much money. I got a little excited. I bought myself a scale because Black Friday, to be honest, is kind of more meant for me. And if I see other people's good idea gifting, I'll pick them up something. And then there's a money container, spoiler alert, that I bought, which is going to be coming, that I would like to get before the new year. Because I want to use it for something that I'm going to tell you guys about later in another video once I get it. And then I bought some stuff for David's Tea, which was for me, for that one. So that was overspent. Yeah, so I spent more than I had because I had $75. And I overspent by 35, which means I spent 110. So now I know for next year that I should probably save about this much, if not more, for next time. So I'm starting to save sooner than later for it. So we got 5 in there. Okay, so $5. Okay, Potlucks is not getting anything. Christmas. So Christmas for 2021. So I already reached my Christmas goal. And now I'm actually spending the money on gifts. Since I got paid last on November 13th, I put 35 into savings and I've been slowly buying some gifts. So we're down to 152 as of yesterday when I had finished buying some gifts. So I got a few more gifts to get, but pretty much done. And gotta wrap them, but beyond that, that's how much we have left. And anything left over from this envelope will be rolled over to next year. But, so Christmas 2020, and then in here is actually all my envelopes, my receipts from what I had bought. So I have one of these envelopes that I got with my rollover binder that I use. I got 10 of these, so I figured I'd put one in here to keep my receipts so they're all in one place so I don't lose them. And so I can reference back next year how much things cost or how much I spent on somebody last year or this year, you know. Okay, so for Christmas this year, December 4th, savings, I am putting 10. So I do have a new goal for Christmas. I haven't written it down yet because I haven't exactly thought about how much I want to save for it. Because this year my goal was 350. Okay, so for giving, $5 in here. Savings. We have 5, total of 5. So I was watching a fellow Canadian cash stuffer, and they said that they do their giving for pay it forward. So if you're in line for buying coffee at like Tim Hortons or McDonald's and you're like, hey, can I get their coffee behind me? That's what they utilize their giving envelope for, or for giving for charities. So if I do giving, it would probably be to an animal rescue shelter. So hopefully I can build this one up over time, start giving back, because I want to really give back. Because there's not enough good in this world. There's so much negativity. It's just so sad. Next we have is baby shower. So this guy gets $5. December 4th savings. And we have $5. And some of the envelopes are also from the Budget Mom. So this, like this baby envelope, is from her. It's actually from one of her free resources. And then weddings, we have $5 as well. So weddings is for other people. I'm not getting married, so it's not for me. It's for preparing for like wedding gifts. So, but weddings is for future weddings, for gifts, for whatever have you. It's time to start saving for that. Okay, so for business, so this is going to be for future envelopes that I might make or create or sell. Because I could also do potentially like digital files, but I'm a little bit sketched out with that personally. I am definitely a textile type of person where I like to feel things in my hands. I like to see it. I like to hold it. I like to ship it myself and not worry about like it getting printed weird or wrong from the other person's side of things. So I personally like to send out physical items myself. And that's why I'm not a very good online shopper. This is my like first time ever doing online shopping, is because of the pandemic. That's been a struggle, but a learning curve. So this is, I made this envelope as well. And then we kind of go into the realm of savings. So yes, this is considered sinking funds as well, but I say this is savings because these are long-term goals. They have no definitive timeline. So for electronics today, it is getting the last 5. So because if something breaks, I have to replace it. Speaking of what breaks, my D-Link, what are they called? Where's that box? I think I moved it somewhere. No. Anyways, so my internet is in the basement and I'm 3 floors up. So my computer can't be wired. It has, well, it can't be wireless because it's not, there's no wireless connectivity. It's 12 years old, so that's not going to happen. So I have to have it wired. So I have some D-Link boxes, but I have it wired into the electrical, and so I can actually get wired internet up here. But one of the boxes died, and I had to spend $70 to replace it. And then I had to also get another Ethernet cable because it was potentially the Ethernet cable. So that was $20 on top of that. So all said and done, I spent $115 to get my computer to get internet again. So I want to start saving for electronics because originally this was actually for printer, but I'm like, why not? Let's do it for electronics. So this can be for anything that I need. And then our last lonely little loony, her loony is going to go to the Budget Mom. So these other guys aren't getting funded. So this will go to one of these envelopes with the Budget Mom. One was for her 2021 savings challenges, and then the other one is just for like any merchandise that I would like. So let's put it in this guy for now. So I'm not going to bother filling out the tracker for this one. We'll just leave it as it is. Okay. Actually, seeing as we're here, so in my travel envelope, so I actually have some American cash. So here's one of your dollar bills. You lucky, lucky people. You and your dollar bills. We get loonies. And you guys get these dollar bills. This is from when I went to Mexico like 4 years ago, so it's probably really old. But I will show you compared to like Canadian money. So here's a 50. Here's a dollar bill. Your bills are like a smidge longer than ours, but for width, ours is a little bit wider. So pretty much the same. But yeah, your money is definitely paper. Ours is definitely plastic. You can't rip it, but you can rip yours, and I'm not even gonna try to. That's vandalizing of national property, and you should not do that. All right. Well, that is it for our cash stuffing today. We are all done. All done though. I told my money where to go and how to get there, and it went there, and there's no questions. So now this will last me until December 18th when I get my next paper. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And then if you haven't subscribed yet and you liked what I have shown you in my last 2 videos, please feel free to subscribe. This has been great. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye guys!